Welcome to Keep It Pro Training Call, brought to you by Networking Wisdom, featuring Romacio Fulcher. We want to thank you all for joining us. My name is Monique, and I'm your host for today. Romacio is the creator of Networking Wisdom and the reason for this call each and every Sunday for over 3.5 years. This call is absolutely free, and everyone is welcome. On this call, you will learn the skills to be successful in network marketing and in life. Romacio Fulcher is a well-respected international leader. He's a trainer, coach, and much sought-after mentor. He's a highly successful entrepreneur with 750,000 people globally in his network, and he's accomplished over $1 billion in sales. He's done this all in less than 11 years in the network marketing industry. We encourage you, if you have a moment, to please send out a quick text and invite your friends and associates. We're all in for a treat. Please get ready and get to be empowered. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in today to hear from our our master builder, a coach of coaches, and a leader. This top leader and top earner at the tender age of just 25 years young, he earned his first $1 million. He's now a multimillionaire. Romacio has personally earned over $1 billion in sales, and he also has been the top 50 worldwide earner in MLM. That's in the 1 percentile out of thousands and hundreds of people worldwide. This man knows how to make money and knows how to make money fast. Without further ado, I introduce to some and present to others our mentor, the California kid, Mr. Romacio Fulcher. Romacio, are you with us?
Absolutely, I am here. Can you hear me, Monique?
We can hear you, Romacio.
All righty, thank you so much. I appreciate you, as always, for stepping up, and we're grateful to have you as our host. I want to welcome everybody to another edition, guys. We're back again. If this is your first time, we welcome you with open arms. We've been doing this call for over 3 years now. It's absolutely incredible. It's changed many people's lives. I know it's had a great impact on my life, and I'm truly honored to be able to host this platform whereby we've had 6-figure income earners, multiple 7-figure income earners. Some of the wisest people have come across this line and shared nuggets, pearls of wisdom, absolutely for free to people like you and me. And so I'm grateful for this platform. I want to encourage you, if you are an entrepreneur, or let me say it this way, if you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, this is definitely a place that you need to bookmark, some place that you need to be here. It's Sundays, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern, and Lord knows whatever time it is if you're calling in from overseas around the world. Now, here's the good news. If for any reason that you are unable to join us at the appointed time of 4 o'clock, not to worry. These calls are always recorded. They're instantly uploaded to the website, and you can just literally pull down the call and re-listen to them at your leisure. Guys, we have literally a plethora of calls that we've done over the last 3 years. Can you imagine Sunday after Sunday, you're able to listen and glean and learn from somebody who's in the same boat as you, someone who's just like you, someone who struggled just like you, someone that's going through all of the stuff that you go through to build whatever it is you're building. I've gone through or going through the exact same thing as you. So this call is quite infectious. We have a tremendous amount of listeners that listen to the replay, more so than those that actually are here on Sundays live. But I just want to encourage you, bookmark this time. Make it a point to share this gift, this free call. Share it. It's a gift. Share it with other people. Don't just hoard it to yourself. There are a lot of people that really need the information that we're actually sharing on this call. And so I'm fired up about it, if you can't tell. So listen, guys, we're continuing a series called Master Builder. I want to encourage you, if this is the first time you're jumping on, go back and listen to last week and the week before. Phenomenal calls. Guys, did you not know that oftentimes I re-listen to the call myself? Wait a minute. But Romacio, you were the one doing the call. Listen, always remember that faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God, right? So just because I'm the messenger, and even though I may know this information, who cares what you know? Who cares what you know? Who cares what you know The only thing that matters is what you show. So if you're not doing what you know, it really doesn't matter. And so, again, faith comes by hearing. And so you need to hear over and over and over again. So I'm letting you guys know that I actually go back and I re-listen to these calls myself to make sure that I'm consistently applying what it is that I'm actually sharing, right? So I just can't emphasize enough that if you're not re-listening to the calls, I think that's a really, really big mistake. That's a big mistake. You listen to the radio, you watch Facebook, you look at social media, Instagram, and catch up on the latest and who's who in the zoo. Why not? Why would you? And again, guys, I don't like to pat myself on the back, but at the same time, every now and then, I'm not afraid to blow my horn, if you know what I mean. Someone that's here pouring into you for free, done over $1 billion in sales. Before you know it, guys, I will have done another $1 billion before you know it. I mean, why would you not want to re-listen to that? Specifically, 95% of the things that we teach, they're all principle-based. It has nothing to do with your race, your gender, introvert, extrovert, your religious background. It has nothing to do with that. 95% of all the things that we teach, they're principle-based. So that means if it'll work for me, I'm certain it will work for you, right? Now, for those of you that oftentimes wonder, wow, you mean to tell me, Romacio, you really don't know who's listening? Guys, I'm not concerned who's listening. When God told me to do this call, I never decided to do this call to be popular. I never wanted to be famous from doing this call. I just wanted to be effective. So I don't care if it's one person on or 1 million people on. The message is going to be the message, okay? So we don't know what company you're with, nor do we care. We don't care if you're selling products, services. We're not concerned with that. That's small potatoes, right? I'm here pregnant with a message here to deliver a message week in and week out to you guys. Now, I'll be honest. There are some weeks, guys, I don't want to do a call. I mean, even though, I'm committed to doing it, there's just some weeks I don't want to do it. But that leads me right in to what today's topic is about. There are some weeks, guys, I truly don't want to do a call. No, there's no emergency. No, I just sometimes I just don't feel like it. Let me say that again. Me, Romacio Fulcher, one of the best in the world in this profession, just told you sometimes there is no emergency that I have going on. I am in town, so I'm available, but sometimes I just don't feel like it. Woo! Oh, yeah. So here we go, guys. We're going to dive into the third edition of A Master Builder. Now, as we get started, I want you, if you're listening to me today, guys, I want you to say the words. There's power when you speak. See, your ears need to hear your mouth say that I am a master builder. I don't care if you're working a job right now. I don't care if you're stuck at the same rank for the last 10 years. In my home office, I have a huge whiteboard. It's a huge whiteboard. I mean, I don't think you can buy a bigger whiteboard than the one that I have. And at the top of the whiteboard, in big letters, it says, I am the world's greatest recruiter. I am the world's great. And it's been there for years. And anytime I clean my house, or let's say if I have a cleaner come over and clean my house, they know you can never erase that. Never. You'll instantly be fired if you erase that. What's my point? My point is every time I see it, every time I say it, it reaffirms me of who I am, not where I am. Listen to me. Where you are is irrelevant. Nobody cares where you are. What matters in this thing here, if you're a master builder, is who are you? Who are you? Where are you going, right? This is very important, okay? So I want all of you just to say right now, aloud to yourself, I am a master builder as we begin today's call. Say it. If you're building a relationship, I am a master builder. If you're building your children, I am a master builder. If you're building your health and you're 1,000 pounds overweight, say it. I am a master builder. If you're building your finances and you're broke as a joke, I am a master builder. If you're ascending from level to level in your job and you've been stuck at a level for umpteen years and you can't wait to get on the other side of it, I am a master builder. I want you to start with saying I am. You have to do that. You've got to speak it, okay? So as we're talking about being a master builder, it's very important that your foundation is very strong. And ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to talk to you about pain, and I'm going to talk to you about passion. Why am I going to talk to you about that? As we talk about the most important thing when you're building anything is the foundation. Oh, the Bible does a wonderful job talking about the foundation. You know, I don't know how much time you spend in the Bible. I'm certainly no Bible scholar yet, but it is definitely a place that I can certainly tell each of you, as I live my life and I make mistakes and I do well and I make more mistakes, it's oftentimes I find it really funny that a lot of times I think I might be doing something that's never been done before, only to realize I crack open the Bible at someone's request, go take a look at this scripture or go take a look at that scripture, and I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, I'm not the first to do this. This guy did this in the Bible, and this guy did it, and she did it. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I've become quite intrigued of the stories in the Bible. And that's really what the good book is all about. There's many stories that you can learn from, what to be like, what not to be like. And that's what it means when it says the Bible represents basic instructions before leaving earth. Now, I told you as we're talking about you being a master builder, today we're going to concentrate on 2 points. We're going to talk about pain and we're going to talk about passion. And to kind of give you some context for why I'm going this route with you today, it's because I want you to understand if you're going to be a master builder at anything, you've got to be clear of what the cost of what it's going to cost you to build. You've got to be clear of what it's going to cost you. See, a lot of times when we're kids, you know, mommy, daddy ask you, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? And we always think about the finished product. Oh, I want to be married by 22. I want to have 3 children. I want to be a doctor, physician, a lawyer, this, that, a fireman. You know, we always think about the finished product of what we want or what we desire. Oftentimes when people ask us to imagine yourself with the house on the hill and the white picket fence. Imagine what your family. And anytime we imagine, do you know what our imagination does? Because our imagination doesn't know fact from fiction. So oftentimes we imagine things blissfully, things perfectly, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do it all the time. But I think one of the things that's very important, if you're going to master something, I think it's very, very good for you to manage your expectations, for you to know up front what it's going to cost. And so as we talk about cost, as I told you moments ago, I decided to stand up and represent doing this call, hosting this call week in and week out. Well, when I made that decision, I had to know that there are going to be some times when I don't want to do the call. Now, I want you to write this down because this is critical, what I'm about to say next. The way you do anything, frankly speaking, it's the way that you do everything. The way that you do anything is the way that you do everything. And I want that to set in. I want that to sink in to everybody listening today. You know, I love to study people, and I love to study the differences in people. I'm never intimidated by anyone's success, male or female, young or old, it doesn't matter. I'm never intimidated. I'm never jealous, and I'm never envious. But I'm always very curious what principles, listen, write this down, what principles is allowing this individual to consistently be successful in that area of their life. You know, I think of my mother, and I got to tell you, I'm very blessed, my mother, and I can just tell you guys, I've never seen her get rattled. I mean, I've seen her go through some difficult seasons. I mean, loss of mother, loss of father, marriage was on the brinks. I mean, I've seen my mom take some serious blows, you know, emotional blows. And I've just never seen her get rattled. And I've always watched how she's handled every situation. No, yes, my mother has cried. Yes, my mother has been upset. She has been frustrated. But I've always watched how she's responded to things. And I was always very curious, where do you get the strength from? How do you get the courage and the tenacity to respond to what just happened to you like that? I've always wondered, where does this come from? When I was a younger boy, I used to think my mom was Superwoman. As I became an older man, I really realized it was because of her faith and how strong, how diligent, how true, how solid she is in faith-based principles. You see, it doesn't matter whether you're looking at her, whether you believe in God or not, whether you know, she never judges you. She's not worried about you in that regard. She's going to walk her walk. She's not concerned what you're doing. She's not worried about what you're doing. She's not going to compete with you. Matter of fact, she's going to celebrate you. But she has dug her heels in on what she believes, and that's summer, winter, spring, and fall. So it doesn't matter what seasons may come. She's going to stick and adhere to her principles. Once again, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you're going to be a master builder, if that's what you are, you have to understand there is a cost for building anything. In fact, the Bible is not full of it's not a bedtime story, ladies and gentlemen. The Bible is all about stories letting you know what it's going to cost you to build. Let me say that again. The Bible is not full of bedtime hee-haw stories. The Bible is full of what it's going to cost you to build your relationship. And again, that leads into my point talking about pain. I want you to know, not to scare you, there's going to be some pain associated with building. Fear of rejection. Customers that tell you they're going to call you back and they never call. People turning their back on you. Hey, you know what? I promise you, I'm going to build this thing with you. You can count on me. I'm going to be your number one teammate. 2 weeks from now, they're in the witness protection program. You can't find them. You get close to the next rank, and all of a sudden it gets torn down. You get close again, it gets torn down again. Your parents and your friends, what are you doing? Get out of it. Why are you doing that direct sales? Why are you doing that network marketing thing? Those things don't work. What are you doing? There's going to be humiliation. There's going to be pain. But listen, it's no different. A single person has to endure pain, the pain of being single. Yes, it comes with some pleasures, but it also comes with pain. But also, watch this. You get married, and you think, oh, my God, it's going to be blissful and perfect and no worries, and there's pain over there. You have a baby, there's pain. You don't have a baby, there's pain. What am I saying? I'm saying to you, in the good book, you know, the book that prepares us, that gives us the basic instructions before leaving earth, it tells us basic instructions of what it's going to take. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican. It doesn't matter if you're just or unjust. It doesn't matter if you're a believer or non-believer. It clearly says you're going to have to suffer some pain to be able to birth the promise. You're going to have to go through some pain to be able to get the promotion. You're going to have to go through some pain. And again, I'm not here to scare you. We're talking about, yes, you are a master builder. See, the problem is you're looking around going, well, wait a minute. If I'm a master builder, how come it don't look like I've mastered anything yet? You're still in your construction phase. Your story's not over yet. And part of mastery, write this down, part of mastering something is you got to screw it up. Come on now. Part of mastering something is you've got to screw it up. You've got to mess it up. You've got to get it wrong before you can ever get it right. And I know this is so backwards because those of you that are perfectionists, you live your life's mission is to get everything right. And I understand that, and I respect that desire. But unfortunately, in your greatest attempt to try and get everything right, you're still going to have to suffer some pain. Our Savior suffered pain. What do you mean? Everybody, you're going to have to suffer some pain. Oh, this is not the call I wanted to be on today, Romacio. I think I'm going to hang up and call back in next week. Hey, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Don't change the channel now. I'm telling you, it costs what it costs, baby. Go ask a builder that built a house, how much did it cost? Go ask a builder what he must endure while building the home that you so desire to live in, how he has to dig through the mud and he has to hire subs, and sometimes the subs don't show up to work. Go do some research on what the builder endures while building the house. Go ask the farmer what type of pain they have to endure while planting the crops. Go ask the parents what type of pain they have to endure when the kids are not acting the way that they envision them to act. And when the kids are completely straying away from their greatest desire, I want my kids to grow up and be healthy, wealthy, and wise, and successful, and good kids, and spirit-filled kids. Go ask the parents what it feels like when the one that you gave birth to is the one that killed little Johnny. Go ask the parents what it's like that they have to do. They've lived their whole life to have children and a good family, and the child decided to be a drug addict. It doesn't matter who you are, where you live. To build anything, I want you to write it down. It's going to come with some pain. You can't escape it. You can't escape it. Pain is a part of the deal. Pain is the first thing that we're going to talk about today. Pain. So what are we talking about? What are we saying? What's my point? My point here is to let all of you know that I know you may be going through some pain. And I want you to know that the pain will eventually go away. And it will come back again. And it will go away, and it will come back again. And it will go away, and it will come back again. And you say, well, Romacio, why are you telling me this? Because this is the way God created it. See, a lot of times, many of us, we are oftentimes wondering, praying, waiting to get over there. And the way we describe over there, it's a place of peace and no problems. I'm going to say that again. I hope all of you are listening to me. I don't care if you're first day on the job or you've been involved for 100 years. Many of us, what we love to do, we always want to envision a life with no pain. I'm just telling you the truth. Man, if I could just get enough money, then I won't have to worry. If I could just be super healthy, then I will be completely, I'll be disease-free. I'll be illness-free. If I could just, you know, get a man like that, and if I could just have a baby like this, and if I could just live over there, and if I could just maybe go to church that way, and if I could just, if, and what's the whole intention? You're trying to escape without having to endure any pain. And I'm letting you know, no matter where you go, no matter where you live and what you do, in this lifetime, pain is a part of building anything. It's the way God established it. I didn't make the rules. It's the way he set it up. And if you really, really go back to the beginning, when a baby is born, and you think about the pain that a mother goes through, I mean, it's real clear. If you go back to the beginning of time, again, God established this, not me. It's real clear. That's why they're called labor pains. But then once the baby is born, in other words, but see, here's what I want you to get this. I want you to get this point. And I know that we got men and women listening. And I know you women, you understand this really well. While us men, we're just hunters. We just want to get what we want and blah, 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 blah. But you need to understand it costs what it costs, baby. It costs what it costs. It's going to cost you something. We oftentimes, you sit around with older people, and sometimes they can have such wise statements. And you say, wow, how did you know that? Ma'am, how did you know that, sir? When they say, hey, man, just keep on living, you're going to learn a few things, right? They've accumulated that wisdom oftentimes over time. Back to my story about the mother on the table getting ready to birth the baby. She's going through all that pain. And the moment that baby comes forward, it gives tremendous meaning and purpose to all the pain that she went through. In fact, it's almost like she forgets about the pain. Because now the reason why she was going through or laboring through the pain was in preparation for her to birth the baby. It's kind of like it makes your sacrifice worth it when the house that you had one day envisioned all of a sudden becomes a reality. It makes the sacrifice worth it when the rank that you're trying to get to in whatever company you're in, when one day you achieve that rank. Now, my question to you, and this is very profound, are you a master builder after you accomplish whatever it is you're looking to accomplish? Or were you a master builder at the beginning when you were falling down, messing it up, screwing it up? Tell me, when did you become a master builder? That's what I want to know. I want to know, when did you become a master builder? At the end, when you get your trophy and you get the thing that you want? Or were you a master builder at the beginning when you were stumbling, fumbling, and mumbling? You tell me, when did you become a master builder? And I submit to you, you're a master builder right now. I'm a master builder. I'm a master builder. And part of mastery is understanding the cost that it's going to take to build what it is you're looking to build. Because I can tell you this, if you want good health, you got to build it. If you want a good relationship, you got to build it. You want good children that actually won't depart from you, you got to build it. You want good finances, you got to build it. Whatever it is you're looking for, you're going to have to build it. So pain, ladies and gentlemen, is a part of the building process. Pain is a process that serves a purpose. So the first part of our call today is really breaking down pain and getting you to understand that pain is going to be a part of the foundation that you're building. It's going to be painful. I'm letting you know. This is the truth. But now I want to talk to you about the other expectation for you to be a master builder. I want to talk to you about passion. I want to talk to you about passion. From a spiritual perspective, the Bible teaches us is that the woman is going to go through pain to birth a baby. And then it says once her body heals back up, and once she heals back up eventually, she will now desire her husband again. In other words, Let me say it again. I want to say it slow. She will go through pain to birth the baby. And once she heals back up, you have to remember, you have what we call recovery pain. So there's pain, when it's happening, and then if you ever had surgery before, and then they put the drugs in you, knock you out, you wake up after the drugs wear off, and you go, whoa, this still hurts. I'm in pain. I thought you just did surgery. Now you have what's called recovering pain. But the Bible teaches us that once the woman recovers, she will desire her husband again. Now wait a minute. Desire. When she desires her husband again, now comes back the passion. So what I'm trying to break down to you today is I want you to see this cycle of pain and passion, pain and passion, pain and passion. Why is passion essential to building anything? Because with passion is when we are able to reproduce something. And let's just take it from having kids for a second. With passion, then comes, obviously sex. And from sex, then comes pregnancy. Then a baby is born, right? So again, pain, back to passion. Pain, back to passion. Now let's take this and let's really look at this in terms of your life. There's going to be some pain, and then pain will go away, and boom, passion. Your passion to be a singer. Your passion, you got a promotion. You're feeling good again. You're in your winning season again. Everything is clicking. Your health is jamming, and your family's good. Everything is rocking and rolling. Your passion is up. Your energy is up. You're feeling good about life. And then next thing you know, you get a phone call. Somebody you love, care for. Oh my goodness! All of a sudden, they just slipped away. All of a sudden, a divorce. Where's this coming from? A divorce? What's going on? All of a sudden, some type of bad news comes your way, and now pain sets on you again. And I believe if we look at our entire world today, we are in a state of recovery. We are in a state of pain recovery. We're trying to recover right now, and it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. So many jobs of people displaced. So much going on at the same time. Racial injustices, a pandemic, economic crisis, on the verge of a depression. I mean, so much jumping off at the same time. Don't tell me we're not, this ain't pain. This hurts. This hurts. People are hurting right now, suffering. What I'm saying to you is this. When the pain subsides, you're back to passion. And let me tell you guys, if you look at history, the greatest wealth always emerges in the darkest times. In the darkest time. The greatest ideas are born right while the pain is right there. While the pain is right there, so is the opportunity. Ooh, say it again. I want you to go back and I want you to visualize a woman. When does it hurt the most? When she's birthing that baby, when does it hurt the most? Right before. Just right before she's getting ready to actually birth the baby. That's when it hurts the most. But at the same time, as it's hurting so bad, that's also at the same time where the opportunity is as well. The greatest opportunity to give life to something, to give birth to something. I'm using a woman and a baby as an analogy. Please understand, I'm not just talking just about a woman and a baby. I'm talking about your life. I'm talking about, yes, we talked about pain, but now I'm talking about it takes passion to build something. It takes passion to build your health. It takes passion to build your finances. It takes passion to build your children, to build your relationship, to build your spirituality. It takes passion. You're going to need both of these. If you just had all passion and no pain, you would not appreciate anything. If you just had all passion and no pain, you would never appreciate anything. And likewise, if all you had was pain, you would never aspire to do anything. You would never aspire to dream for anything. If life was just all pain, you would never have anything to look forward to. What am I saying? God set it up this way. If I had more time, I would dive into Scripture with you, point it out to you, and show you specifically where this is crystal clear in the basic instructions before leaving Earth book, the Bible. I would really, really clearly point it out to you. So what I'm trying to share with you is that I'm not the first person to be a master builder. I'm not the first person to be a master builder. There were other master builders that have come before me, and we can learn a lot from what it takes to be a master builder. Number one, you are a master builder if that's what you declare with the passion in your bottom of your belly. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. All that matters is that you're going to do it. That's number one. It starts with passion. It doesn't start with pain. It starts with passion. Okay? Number two. Now, I also want you to know, I know you got all that passion, you got all that excitement, you're fired up, you're getting ready to go take the world by storm. I get it. But I also want to let you know there's going to be some pain. There's going to be some rejection. But just know this. The pain will eventually subside. It will eventually go away. And you'll be able to return back to passion. And then the passion will die down a little bit because there'll be an emergency of pain. Like nobody ever looks forward to pain. That's the funny thing about pain. Nobody's ever looking forward to pain. Pain always comes at an inconvenient time. Pain always comes at an inconvenient time. Always does. But listen, let me ask you this. But I want to encourage you because I'm letting you know this is how it works. So now you can begin to manage your expectations as you're now laying your foundation. So now I want to give you greater perspective. You see, let me say this to you. As we talk about passion, it always starts with something little. And when we talk about something little, I want you to think about a seed. Everything starts from a seed. Everything starts. You as a human being, once upon a time, were a little bitty, tiny seed. And now you are a grown adult. Your idea or your dream to be whatever it is you want to be or to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve was one day a little bitty seed. It was just a thought. It was just a fleeting thought. I want to be a fireman. I want to be a dental hygienist. I want to be married. I want to be this. I want to be the president. It was just a thought. It all starts as a seed. I want you to understand that. Everything. And see, the most precious time of your development, I'm saying this slow, and I would like all of you to write this down. It's very important for you. The most precious time in your journey to building anything, the most precious time of you building your health, building your relationship, building your business, building your spirituality, whatever it is you're building, the most precious time is when it's a little bitty seed. You've got to do everything in your power to protect that seed. You've got to nurture that seed. You've got to make sure that seed is in the right environment so that seed can grow. It's very important. What I'm trying to say to you is that even though the ideas and the dreams that you have, they may not have been realized yet. And they may not be your reality yet. And literally, I want you to understand, you may think it's so far away from you. And I want you to understand that God can do a whole lot with a little. Without getting too deep, I want you to know that if you begin to look throughout the Bible, you'll see that God did his best works, when it was really little. We all know the story of, he took 2 loaves of bread. 2 loaves of bread fed 5,000. We all heard the fish story. Okay, a loaf and 2 fishes. Okay, we all know many of the different stories. What I'm saying is where God took a little, he just took a little and stretched it into a lot. See, I want to really extract this for all of you master builders out there. Because, see, we have it wrong in your mind. You think that you're only a master builder when you have a 4.0. You think you're only a master builder when you got all the connections and you can see the end from the beginning. You think you're a master builder when you can just move with utter confidence in everything that you do, and you're so confident and there's no chinks in your armor. You think you're a master builder when literally everything you touch turns to gold. You think you're a master builder where every time, you can just go talk to a woman and you tell her your name and she can't wait to marry you. You think you're a master builder. All you got to do is put some heels on, walk down the street, and every man in the world can't wait to get with you. You think all you got to do is go to the gym. It's super easy for you because you got good genetics and your muscle just develops on you so easily. So you think you're a master builder because everything seems to be falling in place. According to God and according to the Word, no. You don't have to have all your ducks lined up to be a master builder. Matter of fact, God don't want it like that. He wants you to be humble. He wants you to come freely. He wants you to be broke down. And literally, and let me tell you why he wants it this way. Because, see, if you get to do it, then therefore you get all the credit and you think you don't need God. So it's not until you realize that God does not make any mistakes. The pain that you're going through is preparing you to help other people get through. The pain that you're going through, it's preparing you so that you can turn right back around and you're going to help other people come across the water, right? So it's really important that you really understand that what you seem to think is such a little bitty thing. Well, I'm really not that good. Well, I'm just me. I'm just this. And you kind of discount yourself. It's very important for you to understand. God will take a little and turn it into a whole lot. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, there are tons and tons and tons and tons of stories where God has repeatedly done this for both men and women over and over and over and over again. I've watched him do it in my life. It's amazing to me how people seem to think I'm all that in a bag of chips. And I'm just sitting here going, if you only really knew, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, I'm not good. But the one thing I knew, I'm a master builder. I had a lot of passion and still do. A lot of passion in me because I'm more than a conqueror. A lot of passion in me to make something of my life, to make something of the time that I have here on planet Earth. Right? So I want you to be encouraged. A lot of times you think that because you don't have all the pieces together that the odds are really against you and you probably will never get what you want. Most of the successful people that you know, most of the mega successful people, we all come from nothing. We weren't born with success. And so what I want to say to you is this, and this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I know that I mention and I talk a lot about God, and I'm never going to stop. And my greatest hope from you listening to these calls is for you to be encouraged and for you to be inspired to want to begin your own relationship with God. That's my greatest desire. Getting money, man, that's pretty easy once you know who you are, once you line up and get your principles right. It's really not that difficult as you may think it is. So my greatest desire is for you to build a relationship. Build your spirituality. Build a relationship with God. Absolutely. Listen, it doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you make or have made or making. None of that really matters. God, listen, when God gave his only begotten son, he paid for all of our sins. So all of us are flawed. And it's so funny how I'm so glad that you're not God and I'm not God, because I can't judge and you can't judge. I'm glad only God himself is the judge. Because if I was judging, I would have been done with me a long time ago, right? If you was a judge, you probably would have been done with you. So thank God that we got somebody way higher than us, right? Somebody that already paid the price, because he knew from the day we were born we was going to mess this thing up. He knew we was going to screw this thing up. He knew it. Now, that doesn't give you a license just to keep screwing up, no. But I'm saying you can't do anything bad enough to make God leave your side. And that's why it's so important for you, for yourself, to begin to have a relationship where the things that I'm talking about, I want it to be real for you. So you're hearing me say it, but I want it to be real in you, so that way you can feel it, you can know this, you can experience this for yourself. And then guess what's going to happen one day? You're going to be on a call, or maybe you'll be sitting at a park, or maybe you'll be somewhere with family members or friends, and guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be pouring into them just like I'm pouring into you. But see, it has to happen to you so that it can be real, and then it can authentically come from you. Right? Now, I want to leave you with this. I want you to imagine that you have I want you to imagine this is so profound for all of you. I want you to imagine everything you dreamed of. Well, let's just think of one thing you dreamed of. Just think of one thing that you've dreamed of. I don't care what it is. It could be monetary. It doesn't matter what. I want you to think of one thing that you've dreamed of. Because through God, he can do anything. And I want you to watch this. I want to leave you with this example. And I want you to imagine you got that one thing, you got it pictured in your mind now, whatever it is. And I want you now to imagine yourself in a space rocket, a rocket ship. And you're getting ready to take off. And you're getting ready to leave that one thing. I want you to show whatever that one thing is. Let's say it's a car. And right now, if you're looking at your car looks beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's a nice big car, it's exciting. You're like, wow, oh my God, I got my car, right? And I want to tell you, this example that I'm giving you, this illustration that I'm giving you, is an illustration about perspective. This is an illustration about perspective. So you've got that one thing that you're dreaming of, right? You picture it in your mind. Now I want you to picture yourself getting into a rocket ship. And you're getting ready to take off, and you're getting ready to go vertical. You're getting ready to go straight up. I want you to imagine the rocket has now left the ground. Your beautiful car is still sitting right, your beautiful dream car is sitting right there on the ground. As you begin to go further and further and further and further up into the air, and you're now you're going all the way up into the sky. You're going beyond the sky. You're now going to Mars. My question for you, remember that big dream car that was way back down there on Earth? Let me ask you a question. When you're looking at that big dream car that you had, but you're looking at it from way up in the sky, you know, where God lives, way up there, tell me, does that dream car look big, or does it look super, super tiny, small? It looks really, really small. My point and my message to all of you, from God's perspective, He likes it when it's small. Everything to him is so small. That's why the Bible says, despise not the day of small beginnings. Because everything starts small and one day becomes big. Your dream started small. Your family started small. Your business started small. The relationship started small. Everything starts small. Everything starts small. Everything starts small. So stop discounting. Stop discounting the little bitty dream, the little bitty thought. Well, I'm good at braiding hair, and that's about it. Well, stop doing that. I want you to take your dreams. I want you to take your goals. And I want you to literally just write out a list. Write out a list. Write out a list of 300 things. 300 things that you want God to do for you. And listen, let me tell you, it took me 2.5 days to do this, guys. 2.5 days to do this. Because when you get to around 50 to 60, 70 of them, all of a sudden your brain is going to freeze up and you're going to be like, oh, I can't think of anything else. You got to push through that. You got to push through that. 300, it doesn't matter what it, if you want to write 300 cars, it doesn't matter. 300 things that you want God to do for you. Just 300. Doesn't matter what it is. Just let your mind dream. And I promise you, if you read that list every single day, just read it. It just takes you maybe about 5-10 minutes to read that list every single day. I'll promise you, after 1 year, 10% of the things that you wrote on that list will have been accomplished. And 10% of 300 is 30. So now you're down to 270. So guess what that means? You're going to have to either add another 30 more, so you got 300, or if you're down to 270, the next year, boom. Next year goes by, another 10%, boom. Now you got 27 of them knocked off the list. Within 2 years, guys, you got 57 things knocked off your list of 300. All because the good book teaches us you have not because you ask not. And a lot of times people are afraid to ask or afraid to dream or afraid to declare what it is they want because they don't think they're qualified to receive it. They don't think that they're enough, that it can happen to you. And I just gave you a visual example that in the eyes of God, all this stuff is little. He can take a little and turn it into a lot. But what you have to do, you have to declare who you are. I am a master builder. These are the things that I just have a strong passion, a strong desire to build. Write them down. Habakkuk 2:2. Write it down, make it plain. And even though the vision may tarry, and that just simply means it's going to be tough. It means it's going to be tough. It means when it says tarry, it means it's going to be tough, but it will come to pass. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, stop discounting. Stop discounting the little bitty thoughts, the little bitty things. I want you to write them down. Write down 300 things that you want from God. Just write it down. Write it down and read them every single day. And within 1 year, I promise you 10% of that list will be accomplished. Because you're a master builder. And you got to say that. You got to say, I'm a master builder. I'm a master builder. I'm not a master builder later. I'm a master builder now. I'm a master builder now. I'm a master builder. And if you keep saying that and you keep affirming that, guess what you're going to start doing? Guess what you're going to start acting like? Guess what you're going to start being like? I'm a master builder. A master builder prepares himself. A master builder doesn't quit. A master builder understands that, you know what, sometimes I'm going to have to build in rainy seasons. So sometimes it's going to be tough and hard, and I'm going to be stressed. But guess what? I'm going to have to do the call anyway, even though I don't feel like building today. I don't feel like building today, but I said I was going to do it. I have to hold myself accountable to what I said, because if I'm going to hold my children accountable, I got to hold myself accountable. If I'm going to hold my team accountable, I got to hold me accountable, because that's what a master builder does. A master builder, I never lose. I never lose. I always win. I either win or I learn. I never lose. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to continue this series with each week where we're going to pour into you, giving you different little tips to strengthen your iron. Because as the good book says, iron sharpens iron. So shall one man sharpen another. So guys, listen, know this. I truly believe that you are a master builder. With the time that you have left on this earth, none of us know how long we have. Make your time count. I truly believe that in the worst of times, which we're living in right now, you're going to see the greatest wealth begin to transfer. It's already beginning. You're going to see the greatest ideals come forward. You're going to see, I'm just telling you what's going to happen. You're going to see, listen, write this down, put the date, put the time. You're going to see some of the greatest wealth transfer. It's going to transfer because things are totally different now. The world is totally different now. Oh, boy, it's totally different now. And remember what I taught you. Remember what we just taught you today. Pain and passion, they both have to coexist in order for you to receive your destiny. In order for you to achieve your destiny, both pain and passion both have to coexist because pain and passion are a part of the foundation of you being a master builder. Ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every single one of you. As always, remember, in all that you do, there is nobody in the entire world any more important than you. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. Do the assignment that we just told you, and we'll see you guys all next Sunday. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.